Hi, so I've recently turned 45 years old. Yep, 45. And according to the world now, I guess I'm middle-aged. But I don't feel middle-aged. I feel bright-aged, revived-aged, renewed-aged. I feel a newness. And I really wanted to share 5 lessons that I've learned as I've turned 45. Some of you have been following Fitness to a T for a while, so we've been on a whole journey together since I was in my mid-30s, and now I'm in my mid-40s. Some of you have just joined the channel, so welcome. So today I'm going to give you 5 lessons that I've learned, and I really hope that they will encourage you. No matter where you are in life, I hope that you can learn something from what I've learned. By the way, who am I anyway? My name is Teorai, or T for short. I really had to learn this along the way, but I had to learn over many years, guys, that my identity is not in what I do. I really used to find my identity in my performance in terms of work, but that's not who I am. There's so much more to me than that. I absolutely love my work and what I do, but there's more to T, and you get to learn that through my channel. So in terms of my professional services, I'm a qualified fitness and holistic health coach. I'm also a fully qualified nutritionist, registered with Nutrition Council Australia. I'm also a writer. I have 5 published books on Amazon, and my latest book is this one, my baby, Smoothies for a Balanced Life. Lots of different smoothies with different health benefits. So things like weight loss, energy, you name it, you got it. So make sure you check that out on Amazon. So the first lesson, and I think one that I learn daily, is about people pleasing and not doing that, okay? Not people pleasing. This lesson has taken me a long time to fully grasp. And people pleasing for me, I used to be a huge people pleaser. Started from childhood. I was constantly seeking validation, seeking approval in external places, in the wrong places. And I'll be sharing more of that story as I go along. But I really got to a point where it became exhausting. And I just thought, I can't do that anymore. And I think that when you get to that place of being self-aware, that is where the gem is. That is where the healing begins. And that's where it began for me. And because I read the word daily, I remember bumping into this verse, which was, am I trying to please God or am I trying to please man? So I held on to that. I don't want to please an audience of men because, and by that, of course, I mean, the world, society, because their opinions can change at any time, right? One minute you can be liked, the next you're not. I will never do enough to please someone. It will never be enough. But I know that my identity in God means that God loves me just the way I am. And so I really immersed myself in that. There's a saying that goes, I'm just trying to remember what it is. The saying is, what people think, that's it. What people think of you is none of your business. And it's true. And I held on to that and I thought, hey, my business is God's business. My business is, what am I doing here on this earth that is bringing purpose, that is bringing hope to other people? That's my business. I don't need to worry and think about what other people think of me as I go about God's business. So that really helped me as well. And you know what? Sometimes, some moments, I have moments of people pleasing. I have, even recently, I've had those moments where I find, oh my gosh, I'm actually trying to please this person more than I'm trying to please God, or more than I'm looking at, well, what do I think? What do I feel? Do I agree with this? And so that's why I say it's a daily posture. It's something that I committed to for myself daily, to be aware of when I'm people pleasing and to go back onto the right path when I see that I am. The next lesson is to do with healthy eating and exercise. I mean, how could I leave those 2 things out? Those are the foundations of getting me, besides God, of course, God is first. Besides God, those two things, exercise and healthy eating, have gotten me to where I am now at 45, feeling vibrant, moving in a way where I think I'm so grateful for being able to move the way that I move. It doesn't have to be a perfect athletic performance in the gym, but I'm so grateful for movement, guys. And my biggest lesson, my biggest take at age 45 is keep it simple, silly. Keep it simple. KISS. Keep it simple all the time. The most basic of exercises, squats, lunges, push-ups, planks, those things have been in my kit bag since I started exercising in my late teens. Since then, there are basics that are always in my exercise routine when I work out each week. And then of course I'll do other fancier moves, or I'll add on different things and combine various moves, but I always have my simple basics. And then when it comes to nutrition, from watching my page, if you've been following me for a while, the ingredients that I show you are things that you can easily access. They are simple ingredients, and it is really so easy to enjoy healthy food and to think, yo, this tastes good. So you'll find even in my latest book, Smoothies for a Balanced Life, there are simple ingredients. There are not many ingredients in the smoothies, and you can access those ingredients anywhere in the world. Or you can order some of the things online, maybe something like cacao powder or something like that, if you're in a remote place and you need to order that in. The next lesson is about my identity. Your identity, understanding who you are. Believe it or not, it took me so long, too long. Okay, I'm not going to judge myself. I'm not going to condemn myself. We ain't doing that here. But it took me a long time to really understand who I am and embrace who I am. Sometimes I used to ask myself, T, who are you? Like, girl, who are you? You know, I'd been told by circumstances, by people that I was this and I was that. I was told by the circumstances of my past sexual abuse that all I was good for was my body, that that's what I was good for. I was told that from bad relationships that I had in the past that, you know what, I'll never get a healthy love. I was told lies about the type of love that I deserved, the type of person that I was. There's so many things. There's so many things that we see, whether it's people who tell us things, whether it's circumstances or relationships, whether it's things that we see online where we're told a woman should do this, so many things, cultural things. The list is endless. But I went back to the drawing board, guys. I went back to the drawing board and I started declaring things over myself. Now, some people use positive affirmations. I am healthy, I am healed, etc. But for me, where I found the true game changer was in the Word of God. So I literally took out verses. So one of my favorite, and something which I'm so used to saying that it's literally become part of me. It's sunk into my body. It's sunk into my skin, okay? Into my spirit is the verse, I am of royal priesthood. I'm a chosen nation. I'm a holy nation. I am of royal priesthood. I just love that verse. And I'm going to put it up here so you can see that. But I would literally declare that, and I still do, declare things from the word, positive things that of what God says, of who God says I am over myself. So declare it in the morning and in the evening, and as much as I need to. And developing a good habit takes at least 21 days. The first week, maybe 10 days, I'm like, I don't know if I really believe this. Am I really of royal priesthood? Am I really chosen? But I tell you guys, by end of second week, third week, I am rolling with it and I'm starting to add things. And I find that these declarations, these beliefs, changing and rewiring things that I've thought about myself, lies that I've thought about myself in the past, it's actually renewed my mind and transformed me into a new person. So some people who've known me from when I was younger to now, it's like they're looking at a different person. And I think for those people who are watching who've known me for that long, you'll get what I mean when I say that it's like you're meeting a new person. But I am happy, I'm peaceful, and I'm so very grateful for the lessons. The next lovely jubbly lesson that I learned was that pain doesn't define me, but purpose does. So I think that I've been learning this lesson for a long time, but it really kicked in as I turned 45. So I remember when I lost my mother, the pain was absolutely unbearable, guys. I can't explain how painful it is to lose a mother or to lose a parent. Same with losing my dad. It was a pain that I can never describe unless you've actually lost a parent. And so instead of sitting in that pain, I started the Elizabeth Chanakira Cancer Trust in Zimbabwe, which is still running to this day, and it helps underprivileged cancer patients nationwide in Zimbabwe. So that's something where I've seen my pain transformed into purpose and turned into hope for others and healing for myself. So even with things that I've shared on this channel, like sexual abuse, I've shared some heavy stuff, right? Suicidal thoughts. And I'm not laughing at the heavy stuff, but I'm just realizing as I'm speaking to you now, it's like I'm in live mode right now thinking, oh my gosh, there's been some big things, suicidal thoughts, depression, anxiety. I've shared here on this channel about my endometriosis and fibroids journey, and just turning that around for good. Showing you how you can heal through exercise and healthy eating, empowering you that you can come out of that and actually get into a place of healing as God has allowed me to do, as healthy eating and exercise have allowed me to. So I really find healing in using the painful, yuckiest, horrible things that I've been through, turning them around for good and turning them around to help somebody else. If your journey can be easier, because these journeys are not easy in that term, but if they can be easier, if I can give you a lesson that will cut that painful time that you go through short, girl or boy, I'm here for it, right? So yeah, we do not have to be drunk on our own pain, but we can be lifted in purpose. The last lesson is one that I want you to hold on to. Healing is not a straight line. It's not linear. It doesn't happen overnight. Some things can, of course, but it's a journey and it's a choice that you choose to go into. There was a time when I didn't choose to be healed. I wanted to wallow in pain and I wanted to wallow in seeking the externals to try and fill this hole that was not being filled. And, as you go on your healing journey, I want to encourage you, and this is from my own experience, that it can be like this. And you don't have to be totally fixed. If that's the phrase you want to use, it's okay to have a bad day, but don't stay in that. I think that for me, when I've had bad days, I've come out stronger because through those bad days, I've learned the things that still need light to be shed on them, things that still need to be worked on. Even now, I still have days where I get new revelations, I get new things that God says, you need to work on this. Or T, you've got an issue with this. You need to deal with it. Wait, how come you're like getting angry at some moments? You've got an issue with anger. Where's that anger coming from? And then I'm able to go back I'm able to look at things and be like, and wait a minute, I'm angry about this. Maybe I haven't forgiven this person. I need to work on forgiveness. And so it's like, a constant journey, but it's something that helps to transform you and helps you to live better. It helps you to heal and just do the best you can whilst you're here. So, sometimes I think for myself, I've asked myself, why me? Why me in some situations that are yucky and horrible? Hey, and the answer that I've gotten is, why not you, baby girl? Why not me? Why not me to carry a burden, but then know that by carrying that burden, I'm going to learn something from it, and I'm going to cross every hurdle with that thing on my back, and it's going to come off, and then I'm going to be able to empower other people to get through it as well. So why not me? I really hope that you've enjoyed listening to my lessons as I've turned 45. Comment below. Let me know which one was your favorite lesson. I hope that these lessons have encouraged you on your own journey. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can also contact me at any time. All my contact details are below this video. Otherwise, for now, take care wherever you are in the world. Thanks for watching.